Okay, just I have inserted the row here. So the document number equal to 4999 I am taking. Okay, and item number 10 I am taking. Okay, and the this is the first second item. The quantity equal to 1. Okay, I am adding one more row here. Okay, total 5 records are coming in this internal table. Okay, 5 records, but previously actually 4 records only coming, but I am taking it 5 records. Okay, what is happening here? So for the sales document number 4977, item number 20, two quantity is there. Okay, but what I'm doing, I am changing to one only. Okay, I'm changing to one, and after that one, I am adding one more row. Okay, after that one, I'm adding one more row here. Okay, for that one, I'm adding one quantity. The document number is different here. The billing document number is different, but the sales document number, item number is the same here. Means for the sales document number 497720 item, they are delivering 2 times. Okay, they are doing billing 2 times. Now click on back button. Sorry, I have to take the screenshot for this one. Fine. Fine. This is the sales document number 4977 and item number 10. Right? 4977 and item number 10. And you check here 4977 item number 10. Okay, one record only generating here. Okay, but here 4977 and item number 20 is there, right? But here 4977 20 item is coming 2 times, means for a single item they are generating 2 times. Okay, 2 times they are delivering, 2 times they are doing billing. Okay, and 30 party is there, and here also 30 party is there, single time only, but 20 item only they are doing the billing for 2 times. Okay, fine. Now I will come to the debugging. Click on back button. Now I'm looping the ITVB AP. Okay, I'm looping the ITVB AP. So what is the first record? First record of the VB AP. Okay, so this one. Okay, so 4977 and item number 10, right? So I will take that one first of all. Click on F5 button. Okay, so here work area VB AP. Okay, work area VB AP. So double click on that one. What is the first record? 4977 and item number 10. That's correct only. Now click on back button. I am passing the data. I am passing the data from sales information to final one. Okay, final work area. If you check the work area SO bill, okay, I am passing the SO number, SO item number, material number, and quantity. Okay, but I am not passing in bill number, billing number, billing item number, and these all things I am not passing here. Okay, now what I am doing, I am looping one more internal table. Already I am in looping only. Okay, looping of ITBB AP. Okay, so in that loop I am taking one more loop. Okay, because for the single document number in the ITVB AP, the document number equal to 4977 and the item number equal to 10. For the single document number, it may generate 2-3 items also, 2-3 billings also. Okay, that is why I am looping this one. Okay, I am looping this one. Now click on F5 button. I am looping the ITVBRP here. Okay, I am looping the ITVBRP into work area VBRP. I am checking the condition here. Okay, I am checking the condition here. Okay, first of all I am looping this internal table VBAP. So first record came, first record equal to 4977 and item number equal to 10. Okay, 4977 and item number equal to 10. So I am looping this internal table now. Okay, I am looping this internal table now, and I'm checking the, I'm passing the condition. Okay, I'm passing the condition where this AUBL is there, right? So AUBL is there, right? So here sales document number is coming. So if the sales document number equal to 4977 in this AUBL, okay, then only I have to do. And one more condition, item number equal to 10, and here also item number equal to 10 AUPOS. Okay, that record only I have to loop here. Okay, that record only I have to loop here. Fine, I'm coming to the debugging. Now I'm looping here. Click on F5 button. Okay, now the record came now. Work area BBRP. If you double click on work area BBRP, so the document number, sales document number 4977 and item number equal to 10. Okay, sales document number equal to 4977 and item number equal to 10. Fine. And the billing document number, this is different here. Okay, this is different, and you can check in the this one 4977 document number and item number 10. Only one record is available. Okay, only one record is available. Fine. Now I'm clicking on F5 button. I'm clicking on F5 button. So the data is filling here. And after that one, I'm appending the data to a final internal table. Okay. Fine. So this loop is completed here. Okay. This loop is completed here. And one more time it is looping. Okay. VBRP only it is looping here. Click on F5 button. Okay. So it is checking. Okay. It is checking. Is there any 4977 and item number 10? It is checking there. Okay, but there is no document number. Okay, but there is no document number. Each and every record it will check here, but there is no another document number here. Okay, item number 10 is not available, so it is coming outside of the loop. Okay, it is coming outside of the loop here. Okay, one more time, click on F5 button. So it came to the ITVBAP. Okay, ITVBAP, click on F5 button. Now double click on work area VBAP. Here, what is the number here? 4977 only, but item number equal to 20. Okay, 4977 only, but item number equal to 20. Now I'm filling the work area final. Okay, now I came to the BBRP, billing information. I'm looping here. Okay, billing information I'm looping here, and I'm in this one, second record. Okay, second record. 4977 and 20 is the item number. Okay, so 4977 it will pass to AUBEL. 4977 is available, and item number 20 it will pass to AUPOS. Okay, but AUPOS it is containing two records. Okay, two records it is containing, so it will loop two times here. Okay, it will loop two times. Okay, let us check in the debugging. So ITBBRP is coming. Click on F5 button. If you double click on ITVBRP, work area VBRP, so the document number 4977 and item number 20. Okay, 4977 and item number 20 is coming. And here, what is the billing document number? Billing document number equal to 5199 and item number 10. Okay, 5199 and item number 10. It is coming now. Okay, now click on F5 button. I'm passing the data to the final internal table. Okay, now click on F5 button. Okay, second time. So second time also it is looping here. Okay, second time also it is looping. If you double click on ITBBRP, so 4977 and 20 item only, but the document number is changing here. 5198 and 20 is the item number. Okay, so second record is completed now. Okay, now it came to the third record. The third record also 4977 and 20 item is there. Okay, but here the billing document number is changing. Previously 4999 came, 5199 came. Now 5198 is coming. Okay, 5198 is coming. So I am looping the data, that one also. Okay, now I am coming to the third line of the work area VBAP. Okay, work area VBAP third line. So the item number equal to 30 and the 4977. Okay, item number 30 and the 4977. It will check here 4977 is available or not. Yes, it is available only. Okay, yes, it is available in 4977. And the item number 30 also is available. Okay, 30 is also available. So it will pick this data, fourth record. Now click on F5. I'm passing the data to the panel and I'm looping the ITBBRP. Okay, the data is available, so it will loop inside. Okay, loop inside. And it is checking. Okay, and it is checking here. Okay, it is checking one more record is available or not. Okay, one more record is available or not, it is checking here. So it has to check. For example, in this internal table, 4977, okay, 4977 and item number 30, right? 4977 and item number 30. Okay, this record is available. Just assume. So in this internal table, I have some 1000 records. Okay, I have 1000 records. So 4977 and item number 30 is available in the fourth record. Okay, fourth record, and the same record 4977 and 30 item is available in 100 record also. Okay, 100 record also. And one more time, I have a 220 record also. Okay, same record 4977 and 30 is available in 100 and 120 and 980. Just assume 980. Okay, so what will happen here, at each and every time, okay, for each and every record it will check. Okay, so first of all it is coming to the fourth record. Okay, so the document number equal to 4977 and item number equal to 30. Okay, fourth record is coming, it will check fifth record, the condition is not satisfying, it will go to fifth record, sixth record, seventh record, like that. It will check each and every row. Okay, it will check each and every row here. Okay, up to 100 row will come. Okay, in the 100th row, the document number 4977 and the 30 will come here. Okay, it will take 100 line also. It will take 100 line also. Okay, now it will come to 101 line, but the condition is not satisfying. 102 not satisfying. 103, 104, like that. It will check each and every row. It will come to 220 line. Okay, the condition is satisfying. It will take that one. Okay, how much time is wasting here? Each and every row it is checking here. Okay, each and every row it is checking based on the condition is satisfying or not. Okay, so a lot of time will be wasted here by using loop within loop. Okay, by using loop within loop. So to avoid that one, we have to use some parallel cursor technique here. Loop statement is okay, loop within loop, this is okay, but it is taking a lot of time. Okay, it is taking a lot of time. So what we have to do? So the data is coming like this. Okay, the data is coming like this, and here something data is not coming, so we will check that one also. IT event upright, you see here, and fill data, and here only, right? So I'm looping the data here, right? So before that one, I will sort the data. Sort IT SO VBAP by VBELN post now. IT VBRP by AUBL and AUPYS. Okay, so I'm doing like this. So what will happen at this time? That is closed here, right? This one. So here 4977 and 30 is available at the fourth line. Okay, and the same record is available at the 100 row, and the same record is available at 220 row. Okay, now what I'm doing, I'm sorting the data. Okay, I'm sorting the data based on this VBELN and the AUPYS. Then what will happen? So all the data, so 4977 is there in the fourth row, in the fifth row only 4977 30 will come, in the fifth row only 4977 30 will come. Okay, because the data is sorting here. Okay, because the data is sorting. Okay, now what I'm doing here before looping I will do one thing. Okay, I will write one read syntax. Okay, read table syntax I will write here. Read table it VBRP into work area VBRP. Okay, read table it VBRP into work area VBRP. Okay, here I am giving something condition with key with the key AUBL equal to, okay, AUBL equal to work area VBAP VBLN and AUPOS equal to work area VBAP post now. Okay, post now, and here I will write something if condition, if size abbas equal to 0. Okay, if size abbas equal to 0. If size abbas equal to 0, then what we have to do? Okay, what we have to do? So I am passing something tabix here. I will let you know. Okay, I will let you know in the debugging level what is this SPF and tabix. I will let you know. Once again, I am executing the program. So loop within loop, it is taking a lot of time. So to avoid that one, what I am doing here. Okay, so now I am double clicking on 4977 once again. So it will go to the debugging screen. Okay, it will go to the debugging screen and click on desktop tree here. Now click on F5 button. So once again click on F5 button. F5, F5. So I am getting the sales information from ITBBAP and I am getting the data from ITBBRP also. Right now I will double click on ITBBAP and ITBBRP. Okay, so double click on ITBBAP. 4 records are coming. These 4 records I will take the screenshot now. I'm taking a screenshot and I will go to VBRP also. I will take the screenshot for that one also. VBRP. And before taking the screenshots, I want to edit this one. Okay, I want to edit here. Two items are coming, right? I will change to one only. Okay, I will change to one only. Click on edit button. Here one only I am taking. Only one. Okay, now what I will do, I have to insert one more record here. Okay, I have to insert one more record. Here only one item is coming, so I have to add one more record. Okay, one more quantity, right? For that one, click on this one and just check the append row. Okay, and here document number I am changing here. For the quantity, for the item number 20 equal to this one, like this it will come. Okay, now click on back button. The data will sort here. After the sorting, I will take this one. Double click on it. Okay, now I will take the screenshot for this one. Paste here. Okay, fine. Now this is the VBAP and this is the VBRP, right? For the 4977 and the item number 20, so we are generating two items. Okay, 4977 and item number 20. Two items, two times I am generating the billing. Okay, total quantity 2 is there. Okay, for the first time I am generating 1. The second time I am generating one quantity. Fine.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yes.
Why you are changing the sales document number as 5199?
This one, right?
Yeah, 5199.
Actually, for the single document number, we may contain 2-3 items also, right?
Okay.
But in the VBRP data, it is showing only one record.
Okay.
So I want to add 2 more records. For a single document, I want to add 2 more records. That's why I'm adding 5199 here. Not getting.
Okay.
So here,
Okay, sir. Fine now.
Okay, fine. Now I'm looping the IT VBAP, right? I'm looping the VBAP. So first record will come and I will pass the first record to the work area final. Okay. So this is the first record. This is the first record, and I am passing this data to work area final. Okay. Only this data. I am not taking this data. Okay. VBRP data I am not taking. Only VBAP data I am passing to final work area. Right. Now what I am doing here, I am reading the table. Okay. Reading the table IT VBRP. Okay, reading the table IT VBRP into work area VBRP with key condition I am taking here. Means here document number 4977. Okay, document number 4977. It is checking here in AUVL 4977 is there or not. Yes, 4977 is available. Fine. And item number I am checking here. Okay, item number equal to 10. Okay, item number equal to 10. It will check here. Okay, AUVL equal to 10. So it will check the document is there or not. Yes, the document is available. Okay, the document is available. So here I am checking. Okay, here I am checking the data is, I am reading the first record. I am reading the record. Okay, so the data is available or not, I don't know exactly. Okay, work area VBRP is coming. Okay, work area VBRP is coming. I am checking here. Okay, something data is coming and size bars equal to 0 here. Okay, size bars equal to 0 means the above line is executed successfully. The data is coming into the work area successfully. Okay, so then only I have to go inside. Okay, then only I have to go inside, otherwise not required to go inside, otherwise not required to loop the IT VBRP internal table here. Okay, click on F5 button. So here S5-tabx means, so here index number is coming. Okay, index number for this IT VBRP. I am reading the table here, right? Read table IT VBRP into work area VBRP, and I am passing something condition, right? So that record is available on the first row. Okay, that record is available in the first row in the internal table IT VBRP. You can check here. 4977 and item number equal to 10. This is available in the first row. All right. So that line number will come in S5-tabx. Okay. Same thing. I am passing S5-tabx equal to LV score IND. Okay. Index number. Okay. Equal to S5-tabx. Means this S5-tabx number I am passing to one variable, local variable. Okay. And after that one, here I am checking. Okay, I'm looping the data here. Okay, I'm looping the data here. In the looping, I'm checking. I'm giving some number here. Okay, from index number. Okay, from 1. Okay, you already know about this one. Okay, whenever we are looping, so at the time we can give the conditions, where condition we can give, and from index, from 10th line onwards I have to loop, or 100th line onwards I have to loop. Like that we have to give some index number, right? So here I am giving that one only here. Okay, from index number 1. Okay, from index number 1 means from line number 1 onwards I have to loop the data. Click on F5 button. Okay, so in the loop, in the first record, okay, in the first record I am checking one more time. I am checking here. Okay, this VBELN, okay, this VBELN and Postner, and here AUBEL and AUPOS. Okay, if these two records are equal in the both records, okay, then only I have to go inside. I am giving some condition here, if condition. Okay, if VBELN equal to AUBEL and Postner equal to AUPOS, then only I have to go inside. Fine. Click on F5 button. Data is coming. Okay, else part won't work here. So one more time it is checking here. Okay, one more time it is checking here. Click on F5 button. Okay, it came to the second record. Okay, second record of the internal table. So in the second record 4977, that is correct only, but item number 20 here. Okay, but item number 20 here. So what will happen here? If I click on F5 button, it will go to else path because the condition is not satisfying. Okay, the condition is not satisfying. What is the condition? The sales document number and item number. Okay, but the sales document number 4977 and item number 10. But here what it is coming? 4977. Document number is same, but item number is 20. 20 is there. Okay, the data is not matching here. So it will go to else part. Okay, click on F5 button. It is coming to the else part, but in else part the exit statement is there. Okay, so what is the use of exit statement? It will exit outside of the loop. It won't loop anything now. Okay, it won't loop anything now. It will come outside of the loop. Click on F5 button. See here, it is coming outside of the loop. This is the loop. It is coming outside of the loop. Fine. Second time. Okay, second time. I mean, second record of the VBAP is coming now. Okay, second record of the VBAP is coming now. 4977 and item number 20, right? So I will pass this all information to work area final now. Okay, and after that one I'm reading the data. Okay, I'm checking the data. Okay, that sales document number and item number is available or not in ITVBRP. Okay, I'm checking this data 4977 and item number 20. It is checking here. Okay, the data is available. Okay, the data is available here. So where the data is available? The data is available in the second row, right? The second row. Fine. I'm reading the table and click on F5 button. What is the size of RC? Size of RC equal to 0 means the above line is executed successfully. Something data is available in that work area, right? Now the condition is satisfying, so it will come inside of that if condition. Okay, and what is the number? Okay, so what is the number? That mean. So here, so what is the line number? 4977 and item number 20 is available in the second row. Okay, second row. So that row number is coming. S5 and tab x equal to 2 is coming here. Okay, same thing. I'm passing to one variable LB underscore IND. Okay, local variable index number. Okay, local variable index number, and click on F5 button. Now I am looping. Okay, now I am looping the internal table ITVBRP from index number 2. Okay, index number 2 is coming here. S5 and tab x equal to 2 is coming here. Okay, from 2, from second line onwards I have to loop the data. Okay, it won't consider the first one now. It won't consider the first one now. It won't check that one. So the timing is saving here. Okay, the execution time is saving here. Directly it is coming to the second record. Okay, so fine. Click on F5 button. Okay, in the second record, one more time I am checking. Okay, double checking. I am checking one more time here. Okay, this 4977 and 20. It will check with this one 4977 and 20. Data is matching here. So it will go inside of this if condition. Okay, so I'm passing something data here. Understood. Okay, I am passing the data to the work area final now. So one more time I am looping here. Okay, one more time. Second line is completed. Now I am looping the third line. Okay, third line I am looping. Click on F5 button. Okay, so cursor came to the third line now. So in the third line, one more time it is checking this 4977 and the 20 item number 20. It is checking with here 4977 and item number 20. Yeah, this is correct only. Okay, data is matching here. Click on F5 button. It will go inside. Okay, something data. I am one more time. Okay, third record of the next record. Okay, this is the fourth record of the internal table. So fourth record will come here. Okay, but the fourth record 4977, this is correct only. Okay, 4977 correct only, but item number 30 is there. Okay, item number 30 is there. So but here the item number 20 only. Okay, item number 20 in the sales, but the item number is 30 in the billing. So the data is mismatching here. Okay, data is mismatching. The condition will not satisfy here. It will come outside of the condition. Click on F5 button. It will come to the else part. Okay, it will come to the else part, and here exit statement is there. If you click on F5 button, okay, directly it will come to the outside of the loop. So this is the loop. So it is coming outside of the loop. Okay, same thing for the next record, third record of the work area VBAP. Okay, so what is third record here? Third record equal to 4977 and item number 30. Okay, 4977 and item number 30. I'm passing the data to work area finder, and after that one I'm reading the data. Okay, I'm checking it. This 4977 and the item number 30 is available or not in the AUBL and AUPVS. Yes, the data is available. Data is available. Okay, so where the data is available? The data is available in the fourth record of the internal table. Right. Now here I am checking. Okay, read table syntax I am using, and here size abasi is equal to 0 is coming, means the above line is executed successfully and the value is available in that work area. Okay, so what is the line number? The line number equal to 4. In the fourth line, the data is available. Right, fine. Now I am passing that fourth line, the line number 4 to one variable, local variable LV underscore IND, and after that one I am looping the internal table. This one ITVBRP, I am looping the internal table. Okay, I'm looping the internal table, and I'm giving the condition here. I have to loop this internal table from fourth record onwards. Okay, I have to loop this internal table from fourth record onwards. Okay, loop at ITVBRP into work area VBRP from index number equal to 4. Okay, fine. Now click on F5 button. So one more time I'm checking here. Okay, one more time I'm checking here. If this 4977 and 30, and here also 4977 and 30, so both are matching here. So it will go inside of the if condition. Okay, it is going inside of the if condition. One more time it came to the fifth record now. Okay, fifth record now. But what is the fifth record? 40 is the item number, but here 30 is the item number. Data is mismatching here, so it won't go inside of the if condition. It will come to the else part. See here, it is coming to the else part. Exit. Click on F5 button. So it is coming outside of the end loop. Click on F5. So now I am in the fourth record of the VBAP. Okay, I am in the fourth record of the VBAP. So the document number 4977 and item number 40. Okay, click on F5 button. Okay, now I am checking this 4977 and item number. I am reading the data in the VBRP. Okay, so it is available. The 40 is available, but what is the line number? Line number equal to 5 here. Okay, line number equal to 5. So click on F5 button. So size of bus equal to 0 is here. Okay, size of bus equal to 0 means the above line is executed successfully. Something data is available in the work area. Okay, and what is the number? The number equal to 5. Line number equal to 5 here. All right. So that line number I will pass to one variable, local variable LV underscore IND, and I'm looping the ITVBRP from that line onwards. Okay, I don't consider this first 4 lines. Okay, I'm looping the internal table from fifth record onwards, fifth line onwards. Click on F5 button. So it will come inside of the loop, means it is coming, it is checking this 4977 and the item number 40, it is checking. Okay, these two it is checking, comparing these two fields 497740, and here also 497740. Data is matching here, so it will go inside of the if condition. Okay, so the data is filling here. Okay, so it is checking one more record, but records are not available. Okay, that is the last record only. There is a last record only in that internal table, so it is coming outside, and here also there is no records. Now it will come to the FCAT. Okay, field catalog. I have filled the field catalog and I'm displaying the data here. Okay, the data is displaying like this. Here the data is not coming because of clearing. I'm clearing the data. Okay, I'm clearing the data. That's why the data is not coming here. Click on map. I'm removing the breakpoint and I'm executing the program. Click on execute button. Okay, now I'm double clicking on 4970. See, for the 4970, okay, what is the 4970? 4970 is the sales document number. If I double click on 4970, 4970 document number 10. Okay, wait, is coming like this. 1 minute. Okay, okay, understood. Activate it, execute it, click on execute it. So 4970 is coming. Double click on 4970. So 4970 fine, fine. Okay, duplicate data they are entering. Fine. So for the 4970, item number 2 times is coming here, but the billing numbers. Okay, billing numbers also. Billing number is different here. Okay, 2 times they are delivering. 2 times they are generating the billing. 5178 and 5183. Okay, for the item number 20, for the item number 20, 3 records are coming here. Okay, means 3 times they are generating the billing. Okay, they are generating 3 times for the same bill, same document number. And the item number 30 is coming. For the item number 30 also they are generating 3 times. Okay, 3 times they are generating the billing. And the item number 40, for 40 also 3 times they are generating the billing. This is the 4970. I will double click on 4972. Okay, so the data is increasing here, means I have to clear the data. Okay, here 4970, 4972, 4975. If I double click on 4977, 4977 is also coming. All the data is coming. See, the class will disconnect in 1 minute. So tomorrow I won't take the class because of 1 minute, 1 minute. Oh, tomorrow I will take the class. Okay. Day after tomorrow I won't take the class. Okay. And tomorrow I will check this one. Why the data is coming like this? Tomorrow I will check that one and I will let you know. Okay. So just practice on the concept of parallel cursor technique.